Welcome back to episode 2 of Let's Play as Pillars of Eternity, and we are still in the character creation screen. That just shows how much detail this game goes into. So right now we have to decide a culture for our character, and let's read through. Hopefully we can finish character creation by this episode. That sounds like a slightly likely scenario. Alright, let's move on. Adriel. The Adriel Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force in part of the world. Alright, we have to keep in mind the Adriel Empire is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. This is an alternate history because the strongest empire is actually in the equator, where I come from, which I doubt will be places of the strongest empire to arise. So the empire has colonies in numerous areas of the world. Greater Adriel is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven nations. That Fire Archipelago, consisting of the nation of Nazi type, dozens of Omaalia settlements, and hundreds of lawless, pirate-infested islands that stretch along the southern sea. That Fire is a home to boreal dwarves, Amor, and a mixed variety of other races. That Fire Archipelago is the last stop for anyone headed east. A multitude of monstrous sea creatures infest the ocean beyond, making travel virtually impossible. Isometrical plains. Located to the northeast of Aragon Faith, I'm still not sure what this place is. A territory comprised of the forest southeast of Bell River, populated indigenously by a group of loosely affiliated tribes, collectively known as the Clan Pheasants, and governed by a council of 6 of the most common. Oh, is this the... No, this is not the Dark Republic. After a number of large-scale conflicts with the tribes. Alright, so this is a very tribal place. Omaalia. Once the crown jewel of Southern Sea, Omaalia is now the crumbled remnants of an empire of warring merchant nations. Counting many humans and dwarves among their ranks, the Omaalia countries are still forces to be reckoned with and proud of their rich cultural heritage. Rawatai, dominated by the Omaalia nation of Rawatai, the Gulf itself is a host to a number of nations. Those there are countries already, they are some of the most advanced colonies. So these are the colonial lands. The living lands. The living lands is a mountains region of a large northern island renowned for its diversity of plants. Its ecosystem very dramatically from Belize to Alright, so this is the eco guide. Cool to know. The White and the Wens, a large cracked southern expanse of Polaris. The White and the Wen is home to pale elves, which is us, and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts, and adventurers. While virtually no plant life grows in the Whites, no wonder it's called the Whites. I thought it should be called the Brown because dirt is brown. It is home to many hardy species of dangerous animals. Right, so this is our homeland. We can get extra perception, but truth be told, I would prefer mites as opposed to perception because combat ability. So we are officially the guys of the living lands. Survivor, lore, shit and stuff. Right, I'm too lazy to read through all of them, so let's just choose one that we are interested in. What does lore do? Lore represents a character's accumulated miscellaneous knowledge and trivia, often of occult or esoteric. What does that mean? Outside of conversation and scripted interactions, lore is used to activate scrolls. Higher lore values allow the characters to use higher level scrolls. So we can play around with scrolls. That's amazing. I remember I used to play Maple Stories and I used to buy this like 10% chance scrolls, and hopefully they would work on my items or else they would destroy the items, and that was fun time. Alright, so survive survival. What does it help? Survival can also be used in conversations involving challenges. The longer the duration of the item, so I can use item for longer, which sounds interesting. Athletics. So these are secondary traits, if I'm not mistaken. It's used for physical traits like climbing, swimming, and jumping. Interesting. Mechanics. Traps and locks can be a problem for even the toughest adventurers, draining their resources and maiming or killing those who are unfortunate enough to trigger an so we can actually make traps. That would be interesting. I want to be a mechanic. Alright, so let's narrow down to mechanics. I want to be able to explore more of the world. Yeah, mechanics and athletics sounds like an interesting combination, and combined with our might, this is a highly balanced combination. That guy looks like us. Alright, colors. Let's pick our colors. Oh my goodness. Now this is my jam. I'm gonna choose a fancy color that shows people who's the alpha guy here. Probably a black suit would work. Secondary. Oh, black and white, strong. And that looks stupid. Black and tunic brown, something like that. This kind of looks weird, but it also looks nostalgic somehow for me. Let's choose our skin as pale as possible, of course. Our hair. Oh, this is a rather fancy combination. A ginger black male guy. I have to change my hat a bit though. Now this looks really fancy. My hairstyle. Let's see which one rocks. Wait, the bald looks stupid. Yeah, it does. Looks stupid. This looks like a character from Japanese anime. Ugh, weird. I guess the red hair doesn't work. Maybe a black hair. So we will be a black hair ranger. This guy looks plain enough. Let's choose one that looks like him. This probably. Anybody else? There's a lot of variants. This is a rather unmatching portrait, but it looks kind of fancy. You know what, I'll go for the one that was given to us when we first picked. I'll go with the black hair one, of course. Next off, we have to choose a boy.
Yes. Follow me. Let's keep quiet.
I've got this.
Yeah!
My eyes are peeled. Huh?
Sounds kind of like him, but I don't know. I kind of want
I shall lead
less
us
annoying noises.
yeah! To whispers and shadows. Yes? Leading the way.
Yeah, I guess noble for our main character would work. Enter a name. Now comes the hardest part. So we are a laborer, and we have the culture from living lands where we worked, and there was a lot of biodiversity in that place. So the first name that came to my mind was Mitch. And I guess I'm stuck with it. Let's go. Mitch the Ranger. Alright. Can't wait for more interesting stuff. Journey to the Gilded Bell. Game paused. Alright, what the heck am I supposed to do? Dickens is the game paused? Oh, there we go. The game is no longer paused. Apparently I just have to wait a bit. The campfire. Yeah, I've seen this on YouTube. Caravan Master Omaalia. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group. His bushy red mustache and sagging jaws quivering as if for
everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Yeah, it's him who asked us not to walk around, and immediately he asked me, a sick guy, to search for my own.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here. They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay, great to know.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear.
He adds with a wink. Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options for you. Sex does matter. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Alright, that's great to know. I can intimidate and push for more information.
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Great one.
Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up. This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time.
Holy shit, I can recite this.
Locals call it a beowick. Born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to. They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about. Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on the sturdy armor-clad woman who has spent the journey night sleeping on an uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
He needs to find some springberry.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter...
You heard the man.
Alright,
Let's get going before you keel over.
Terrible is going to happen. Okay, there's a lot of people moving around. It's a weird graphics, I have to say. And let's get the heck to our place.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
We've got sundries to sell. Talk with you. You see a man wearing a simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however. A ragged tear in
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road. Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Alright, I'm buying for the first time. Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces, CP. Ha! There were different names called the gold. Or items in the store's inventory. Merchants buy items from you at a greatly reduced price. Alright. Ooh, that's a lot of good stuff. We got 100 gold. Now let's buy it afterwards. Oh, what do I have in my inventory? After Clock of the Obsidian, Tiny Obsidian Worm, Gone's Pledge. Grants Gone's Pledge. What is that? This item grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world of Eora. In aspects of the god Eosas, Gone represents the harvest of the Old Age, symbolized here by the many interlocking seekers that form the rim. As Gone helps protect the dignity of the Old Age, so too do his followers, pledged to prevent young lives. Is it part of my culture or what? A pickle as a pet. I hope there isn't any jump scare. How do I see the area map? Just press space to pause. Let's take a look at the journey. We are currently at a moment's respite. Not too long a respite because we are going to bump into shit. Oh, so these are not pre-made shit. We have to discover all the information over time. Amazing. We can create notes. Hello world. Oh, this is actually day 3 already. 20 March Prima 2823. This is what's gonna happen in the future. Right, so how do I see the map? The map, press M. Well, I guess anyone will have guessed it. How am I supposed to know where to go? Click and drag to navigate. Well, there's not a lot of cities, but yeah, sure. But I think that brings up the world map of the other map. Where am I supposed to go? There's no saying of anything in the journal. Collect some berries. Let's just walk around and see what we've got. Does time pass over time? What was I trying to say? I don't see anything in the vicinity of this place.
Stay quiet.
Oh, pressing alternate makes me crouch.
Not looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
I'll do it today. This kind of graphic is kind of disorientating for me. Hey, a horse, gonna kill a horse. Maybe not a good idea. I got Orland's Cradle. Wow, does this base fully on my observation skills? Like, there's nothing whatsoever to show the surrounding for me. I think I'm gonna suck at the very first quest. These tall glass green pillars appear as if they've been sprouted from the earth. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. No, I don't see anything around this place. Maybe I should go now. Oh, who's this guy?
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Right. Stay put, mate. I don't see anything around this location. Maybe I've missed something. Oh, there we go. Nope. This is Atma's world. Let's check out our stash. Wait, how do I check out our stash again? Wait, you got nothing in your stash. Oh, you got it. Stash. Right click for details. Atma's works. This distinctive herb is a common sight in open fields and meadows, bearing small arrow-shaped leaves which encircle red flowers. It earned its name for its association with the final resting place of Atma parrot. Not a lot of functionality here.
We shouldn't stray too far.
Right, let's go back.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oh shit. We got a young wolf. Alright, pillars of combat uses. Alright, that's always supposed to come back. Right, so you will shoot this guy, yeah. You can use some skills. You can use wounding shots on that guy, and you, dear Kaliska, you can use your weapons or you can knock down shots and enemy with enormous force, knocking them prone. Yeah, you just use your axe on that guy.
I'm here.
And see what happens. One of your characters has been engaged in melee. When characters are engaged, they immediately start moving. If they move again, they will provoke a disengagement attack. Oh, so this is basically attack opportunity. Alright, cool to know. Sometimes a weapon or spell isn't well suited to penetrating an enemy's damage reduction. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe up but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You will hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Attack key. Switch it different. What, you mean
yes?
Archery isn't good enough? Damage reduction. Archery seems to be doing a lot of good.
Hmm?
Yes?
Right, you go loot this place. So what's this? A wolf hide. Their furry hides are ready for the warmth. Excuse me. And the teeth of the strongest wolves make for impressive trophies. Good to know.
I shall.
Wait, did I actually take the stuff? No. I took your stuff. We just encounter enemies.
This is it.
This is probably the way to go. Yay, we got the berry. Lion, go lick it, see if there's drop. Odema says you are working, man. Oh, she's a laborer, just like me. Let's say that isn't your business. Way to start a party. Let's say we are cook. Why the heck not? Let's make food for ourselves. I work for an insufferable shit. I spat in the noble's food and he responded by ruining my life. I had an affair with a rich man's wife and put bounty on my head. An affair with a rich woman's husband. And she put yeah, go LGBT. My skills languish in the kitchen for far too long. Let's say we ran away to explore more of the world, so bam. Well, we have all got things we would like to leave behind. Gods know I do, I'll tell you that. Let's hope they never track us down. Kaliska breathes in her surroundings. Been a long time since I've been this way. I always like it. Lord Redrick's offer makes the girl think. I'll give him that. Yeah, here to settle like the rest of the lot. Am I? It's a hard offer to pass up? No, I'm just passing through. I haven't given it much thought. Well, let's be honest, I haven't given it much thought. I haven't even thought of that. In fact, I just knew that. No harm in that. No harm in that. I suck at making different voices. Might as well see the place first. So, you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. I hope to meet someone and fall in love. Ooh, way to flirt the guy. I mean Kaliska. Probably the same things as I did before. Just looking for some adventure, really. Getting into trouble, I expect. Going to find some new friends. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. No idea what I'm gonna do next. You know what? Let's get flirty. I don't want to scare you, but the way some of these ruler types work, you might want to reconsider that. Lots of sideways thief, and hair sprouting from unexpected places. Nice way to start off a conversation. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Ozma will give you an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Kaliska sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. But that's how she always is. This time though, she asked me to come out. And that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in exam too. I would do anything for her. She's much better woman than me, so I'm here and we'll see. She continued flirting and said, you are the awesome woman. Something like that. I wonder if romantic relationship can develop in this game. Be interesting if that does happen. Odima I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a road this way, but he's doing it for me. Good to know. Yeah, what can you tell me about this place that keeps getting mentioned? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Adri Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them been going on years for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. Most people just got tight. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I have to ask my sister about it. Maybe she died from a stillbirth. Tell me more about yourself. I've got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Darwood, but my parents ended up in the living lands. I've got a brother in Rautai and another in Adril. My sister in the Gilded Well. She's the only real homebody. Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparrow's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. You should check out on him first. Slamming her around a little. Stream just down that way. Come on, let's go get you some water. So let's find Sparrow, which I guess I just met a bit.
Yes?
Just now. Alright, let's walk. Well, second can we go down this place? Is that a good idea? I recall Sparfield is somewhere around this place. Let's venture a little bit northwards and see what we come across. More ships. Got a burned lady. Be pretty scary this game if that's a literal burned lady. How's the game progress? Yeah, hour 23. I wonder if it moves accordingly to my clicks. Or accordingly to story progress. Hey, shall we collect some water or should we find Sparfield? Yeah, I guess we have to find Sparfield to collect water for us. That's dumb. We already walked next to the river, but we have to walk back. Ah, that footstep sound is annoying. Wait, that guy's gone? Yeah, that guy's most definitely gone. Is he back? No, he isn't. Might have got into some troubles. Alright, let's check that place out then. Can I remove that, can I? Walk across, but I will check out all this random region first. Currently it's 2 a.m. in my place, so it's kind of creepy playing it late at night. Whoa, he's dead. Oh, it's not. Sparfield. Travelers maybe, or looters, or bandits, or can you crop this coat to touch? And the right smell wafts from its crystal, dark crystal smell. Alright. Let's loot you guys. Got leather armor, I got heavy armor. So I'll just get lockpicks. Thank you. How did they die? Whoa. That doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. Alright, I'm starting to think that this is a horror game or something like that.